Hi guys, Simon Palmer here from meetsimonpalmer.com on the south coast of England. So what do you do when the happens? Well, I would suggest you try and redirect some of your energy because that's the best way to deal with it. Whether it's a business going wrong, whether it's, it could be any project you've got going on. Let's pick an example of when you get dumped, someone breaks your heart, something like that. What do you do? How do you manage that? Do you go and crawl up in a hole for a little while? Well, maybe to start with, perhaps you do, but that's not necessarily the best idea to move forward. So you want to try and redirect your energy, and how do you do that? Okay, so instead of considering it being a problem, consider it is a project. So if you get dumped, and we all get dumped, it does happen. Luckily not recently, actually, to me, having been married for 24 years, but there you go. Sorry, Jude. Sorry if I've done anything wrong recently. What you want to do is you want to start improving things about you, and reset your targets. I don't know, maybe buy a new wardrobe, or if you start pursuing a mission, then you become that much more charismatic as well. So maybe that's something to do. But you want to try and work on yourself. So you don't consider it a problem, you consider it a project. So what you do then is you create a vision that then makes that current problem obsolete. So as I said at the end of last week, you don't concentrate on fixing what's broken, because you get too hung up on brokenness, and the more you focus on what's broken, you actually tend to attract more of what's broken. So that is not a good idea. Sorry, I keep looking away. I'm just looking to my computer because I want to share this post, because the way Facebook works is works a lot better if you start sharing stuff whilst it's actually live. There's a little top tip for anyone doing live streams. Create a vision that makes the problem obsolete. And then I don't know what you're like, but I know back in the day, if you get dumped, you start going looking. You're going looking for. It's quite a good example about this actually, because people go looking, or they put themselves out there, and you invariably find that it doesn't work very well, and because what you want to do is allow the inspiration to come to you. So if you actually sit back and focus on your vision, but don't actually actively go and seek it, allow the inspiration to come to you, so it's a more passive event, then it'll start to work better. But having got that vision, I suggest you change the vision to becoming a different or better person yourself, a bigger person, because the bigger the problem, the bigger you need to be to get over it. So work on yourself, and you go and pursue that vision aggressively, and that's how you put yourself in flow. And I spoke about getting into flow last week, so you can go and have a look back, or actually Facebook sort of mirrors everything, doesn't it? So go and look back and at some of my videos, and that'll explain how to sort of give yourself some inner peace, how to act with discipline, and that's how you go and pursue this thing aggressively. Go and find some flow, so you find that yourself peaceful, joyful in the present time, but with a vision. And if you create that, and you can create it yourself, you don't have to just wait for it to happen. You can actually actively, physically, mentally, aggressively create that vision. And so you get to be joyful, you get to be happy. So you're not happy at the end event. So when you can't say that when I find this new person, then I'll be happy, because you need to be happy now to start attracting that sort of stuff to you. So that's the thing about discipline. And you can't have it tied to your future event, because then it doesn't work so well. And then that's the fourth step in this thing, is to always monitor your flow. So So the 3 steps are to make the problem a project, not a problem, and to create a vision to help you solve that, or to help you solve your project, and then you go and actively pursue that. And you start off with baby steps. You can't sort of go charging off in the right direction, because you don't necessarily know what the right direction is. Hello Ice, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Not too sunny down here. How is it where you are? Actually, Clive, I was going to ask you, do you reckon I could use the grass as a green screen? You can let me know sometime, because hopefully you'll see this at some stage. So always monitor your state of flow, and you can do this for any problem, whether it's a business thing, a failed business. Just create a vision, set a vision to not to mend the broken problem, but to make the broken problem obsolete. So start with a new model. If you get dumped, then you can create a vision where you become a better person and you start attracting better quality people to you. And it's that energy redirection that's very, very powerful. I mean, it could be you might be poorly or unwell, and then so you need to create a vision and go through these 4 steps to getting fitter, maybe changing your diet, or just making whatever it was that was causing the problem obsolete, and start a new one, start a new project. So just to recap over the few things that I said at the last week, we don't want to get stuck in society's bullshit rules, in the rules. So that's one. Choose a mission over career. That will enable you to be drawn towards something rather than being pushed away, and create some sort of balance in your life. Especially includes new job. How is your new job? And so yeah, you create some balance and just reframe failure. So that's the message for today. But there's another thing I wanted to tell you about, and if you're at all interested in internet marketing, one of my mentors, Diane Hockman, is if you don't know who Diane Hockman is, she's one of the sort of internet marketing bigwigs, the sort of person who has 6-figure weeks, or actually she probably has 6-figure weekends. But she's got very excited. She wrote an email yesterday to her list, of which I'm on, explaining since the advent of attraction marketing, she's never been so excited about what's happening in the space at the moment. And she's doing a webinar tonight, 17 years in marketing, and only got this excited for the first time in a long, long time, because of the changes that are being made. And you can actually have a look at all of this stuff for free. So for no commitment other than just filling in the form, filling in the email, then you can have a look at this. So you can get access to free trainings like, sorry, I just kicked the table. So how to get 1p video views on Facebook, how to set up and run a successful e-commerce store. That's pretty exciting at the moment. E-commerce and print on demand is they're big things that are going to happen soon. And maybe 7 steps to triple your Facebook engagement. That sort of stuff. Those sort of, and loads of different free trainings. So there's a free webinar tonight. I will put the link in the comments below. So if you want to come along, please do. 9 o'clock Eastern time, so it's a bit late for us in the UK, but I'm sure there'll be a replay, because she always does replays. But the big thing is ISD, and I don't know if you know what ISD is. I don't actually know what ISD is, but this is the thing that's got her most excited. So come along. I'll put the link in the comments below. In the meantime, can you turn on the I think it's up that side, the notifications, so that you know when I'm coming live. I'm going to do these live streams about this time every day. So turn your notifications on, come along. Please share. Give me some comments. Nice advice to give me some comments. Thanks for that. And Yeah, so come along tonight, find out what it is, and let's talk a little bit more tomorrow. I think moonshots. How about moonshots? Let's talk about moonshots. Thanks for listening, and share away, and I'll see you on the next one.